Hi Aries, so I'm going to do a 3-month forecast, find out what's in store for September, October and November in your career and in your love life. They will be part 2 in subscription, and that will cover more of future energies, your energy and what's hidden from you that you're not aware of. If you want to inquire about a personal reading, please click the link under my bio. I love these 3-month forecasts, so it's September, October, November, okay? So let me get the cards out first before we even do month by month. So what have we got for September, please? What's October for Aries? Oh, there's too many there, Aries, but adjustments are required. Maybe that'll come back out. So Aries. Yeah. And November. Yep. Okay. Right, let's get your other cards on the go. Oh my God. I hate things not being straight. So let's do September, October, wow, November. You've got some strong energy there, especially with the, the alignments of the months. Ah, that's nice. Let's get you a couple of love oracles before we get the tarot out and I go through it bit by bit. So 2 love oracles for Aries, please. That one did flip, so I'm taking that. What else have I got for Aries, please? Right, so I will talk about this in a second. I just want to get all the cards out and then we want to go month by month. September for career. September for career. Okay, you're not giving me anything for September. September for love. September for love, please. Okay. October career. October career, okay. October love. October love for Aries. We got that. And then we've got it for November. Career and love. November, please. Oh, it's hard work taking all these cards. And then love. Wow, there's a lot of wounds in your love. There's a lot going on in your love life there, and it doesn't seem to be aligning properly as yet. Let me start from the beginning. So let me have a look at your love oracles. It says, express your love, go ahead and make that romantic gesture. And you've also got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. There we go. So the first cards in September is strength, which, yeah, we're coming out of Leo season. That is strength into, Virgo season. So we've got strength here, and be bold and make the first move. Maybe that's what is a relationship, because something needs balancing out here. But in terms of your career, I've got the Chariot. So you might be always on the move in your career. You might be changing your jobs. You might be moving to a new position, or whatever. You might be ready for a change, whatever that might be in September. You've got the Chariot. So that looks pretty good, that you're forward. You've got some forward momentum there. So let's have a look at your career. Career, please, for Aries. There's a love. There's something you're really happy about. There's a new emotion that you've been maybe studying, learning, researching, and now you've got the chance to move forward in a reconciliation or celebration to it. So I feel like there's a celebration in your career, that there's a new move on the horizon. There's something that you've been working hard towards, and now all of a sudden it's coming to fruition with that Ace of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So yeah, that looks really good. Maybe you've been strong, maybe you've been working through things, and now you've got this proper love, or this, there's that emotion come towards you, and there's changes now are happening. So let's have a look in terms of your relationship. Now I've got balance. So we've got the 6 of Pentacles here. Something needs balancing out, or someone's trying to get something balanced out. We have got you, which is the Page of Wands, which is about a new beginning. After feeling left out in the cold, depleted and insecure, you're ready to go. You're ready to fight. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to communicate how you feel. It could be you're just determined with that Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a very quick successional action. You've got also the Knight of Swords in October. So it obviously is something, it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius you're dealing with, but it could be something to do with really, really serious, like knowing what to do and fighting for something you believe in, or balancing something you believe in. this new beginning, feeling passionate about it, because you felt left out in the cold, depleted and insecure. So it is obviously a conversation that's required that might come forward in the month of September and October. Now, in terms of October, we've got higher power, High Priestess, and nothing is yet set in stone. So there's so many variants still in the month of October. We've got the Page of Swords, which does indicate you're learning something. You've got the Page of Swords in September as well. So it's like a school day. It's always learning. You might be investigating or learning or signing some contracts, something along them lines. Let's have a little look. You might be excited about something like a change that you're not 100% confident in just yet, because that's the Page energy. Hermit, so you're soul searching. Wow, you've got wounds there as well as here. So you're exhausted, you're hoping and wishing and wanting to really balance something out again. So this is also in your relationship. So it could be that you're really struggling in work because of your relationship and you wanting to balance everything out in your life currently. Do you see what I mean? There is definitely a balance or a closing out of a cycle. It could be in your career, you need to close a cycle out and make a decision on what is next for you, or you know this cycle's getting closed. Now it's about, making a decision to get on that chariot and move forward. There is some wounds or you're exhausted in your career, but it also looks like you're really working through some stuff. I really feel like you're in that hermit mode for a reason. You're trying to work through what you really want, especially with the Page of Swords to start that. So you've got higher power and nothing is set in stone. So maybe there's some variance in your career there you're still working through in October. In your love in October, we've got the Knight of Swords again. So it came out in September and it's now coming out in October. So there is a fierce determination to balance something out. Something's so overwhelmed. Someone's keeping a lot to themselves. The High Priestess, the higher power, remember? Yes, so that links a battle in terms of a high level of commitment. This could be you that's battling in terms of wanting a high level of commitment, and there's a battle around that you want to stabilize, or vice versa. You really are, you could be dealing with Sagittarius, but there's an inconsistency in terms of a high level of commitment that you really want to have a reconciliation, or someone wants a reconciliation with you. I feel there is a lot to work through here. There's a bit of secrets. There's some sort of like not owning up. But then we have got the Knight of Swords, so there could be a really, really quick successional conversation about something going forward in the future. Especially with the Knight of Swords, this is someone coming towards you to, with determination to speak up about something, obviously. There's a lot of battle in that, and there's a lot to work out. I did say it looked a bit bitty at the beginning, but let's have a look at what's going on in November. We've got forgiveness, and you and your loved ones are safe. So there is something that you need to forgive, or someone needs to forgive. We've got strength and lovers in your career. So you could be really working hard and really aligning to what you need to do in your career currently in November. So let's have a little look. Yeah, you're getting seen for something in November. You're the Star. There is a bit of internal conflict though. But there is something big on the horizon there. You need to be there's a waiting game. I feel like you've been offered something, or there's something on the horizon here in September, and you're still conflicted about how to get there. So there's still some learning and a lesson, or still some investigation around it. But you've got the Star, which is you being seen, you healing, manifesting, realigning. But there's conflict on a decision that needs to be made. But you need to be strong and go for what it is, what you align with. So it is about an alignment of some kind there in terms of your career. Now, in terms of your love life, I've got the Nine of Wands, which is exhaustion. Yeah, I've got it also in September, not October, in your career. So you might be really exhausted. So let's have a little look. Yeah, there's an exhaustion, or you want to keep fighting for a high level of commitment, but there is so much anxiety. Eight of Swords, self-imposed imprisonment. About love, but there is a mastery in love. There's a decision that needs to be made. Someone's not sure which way to go. I feel really sorry for you, Aries, because it just feels like there's a high level of commitment someone's up in their head about, or you're up in your head about it. And there's a King of Cups here, which is there's an emotional navigation, but there's still a decision that needs to be made. Not sure which way things are going to go in terms of this high level of commitment. A self-imposed imprisonment says to me someone is stuck. That could be you or somebody else in November. Yes, not the best.